I'm Quorra. Are you a user?
Well, yes, I am Quorra. Welcome back to Disney Infinity, everyone. Disney Infinity 3.0 is part of our time to cover some DLC before we get ready for D23, as well as I have such a little theme going on there as we are taking a look at Quorra. Yes, I got the good old Disney Infinity Power Disc back out there to showcase Quorra for this gameplay, and I am really happy that we take a look at Quorra today. From Disney Infinity 3.0 from Tron. Actually, she was part of Disney Infinity 2.0, but part of the digital version only. If you could be sure to like, comment, subscribe, because we will be taking a look at a lot of the remaining characters in the game world of the base ones as we take a look at Quorra today, who, again, is from Tron Legacy, sequel to Tron, and I'm very happy that she was able to come into it because I do think the art, say what you will about the movie, like, it's not a good movie narratively, but the one thing that had going for it was its visual style, and one thing that I think helps the movie stand out after all this time. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. But we get to take a look at Quorra today, and Quorra is very much an attacker. At the same time, not really. She has this really weird range ability. I think you can see it, which is when she has basically the Spider-Man like moveset there, which is a very odd choice to give her because I can only think of like maybe one or two scenes that she had that ability or had that weapon, and that was when she was throwing the disc away from Blue and all that in the arena too. So yeah, it was kind of odd. But this is the part where I kind of talk about the character of Quorra and her significance within the narrative of the movie. Because in the 15 years, I actually was able to finally watch Tron Legacy thanks to Disney Plus. Yes, see what you will about Disney Plus. At least it's really good at keeping some of their older stuff relevant. But yeah, Quorra. So she is from Tron Legacy. Played by Olivia Wilde while she was trying to become a major film actress before she became a massive director. That feels really odd saying. But she plays Quorra and uses our ability there to kind of basically go on the attack here. She is an ISO, which are basically these, not basically robotic entities because they are not robots. She is a character known as the ISO, which are these mysterious units that are basically biological life forms of the internet. She is the last of the ISOs because, you know, they decided to do the Great Purge and all that with the ISOs because every movie needed to be dark and gray for some weird reason. That's when Clue was like, oh, the ISOs are here. If that's the situation, then what am I? And then ISO went insane, reprogrammed Tron, which is kind of saying what they did with Tron. I am really upset that Tron was never actually a character in this game because, you know, he became Ringler. But I think Tron would have been just like Tron himself. Would have been a great character to include in this game. For those who don't know, dear old Quorra is an ISO. She's the last of the ISOs. Is basically hunted around until she later meets up with Flynn, which is kind of hand-washed in the movie. They kind of acknowledge it like, oh, like, I found her, but they don't really dive into what. And oddly enough, a lot of that can maybe connected in a good way to Tron not Tron Identity. Wow, did I control Tron Uprising? That was the name of it. Sorry. How could I forget what Tron Uprising? I'll take you to say alert, you Stormtrooper with the shield. Ow. Also trying to show off her moveset a little bit. And just but in Tron Identity, she does beat off one of the characters. I'm having a hard time remembering the character's name. It's been a while since I've seen Tron Uprising, but she met a character there. It was the character that Beck would eventually date. She became a red user. But where getting involved and helping her eventually led to them all being basically killed. So if you want to know the story of that, you by all means watch Tron Uprising. It's a pretty easy show. It starts out pretty slow, but it gets pretty good with some pretty awesome visuals. Anywho, I'm gonna use my power here because why not? Quorra is basically called the main premise of her movie is that she is going to escape the grid, which is basically the internet, what the internet becomes, and then whoa, gonna go to the truck because that was very helpful. I do like her gameplay. Anyway, sorry, tangent, you know. But as I was saying, her goal is to get her to basically leave the grid and prove that they can find another form of life. I was very, very disappointed, and I know a lot of people were too, in the sequel to Tron that came out, Tron Ares. I hope that doesn't discourage them from maybe just making a conclusion to it because, say what you will, Tron Legacy was very much trying to be a sequel bait with Quorra and Sam in that she was a bit more advanced than regular humans, but yeah, boy. Because again, she was an ISO, which was the main premise of the character, and I think the ISO element is almost non-significant to the movie. I'm only lost after that. Or the concept of the ISOs, because the sequels did later drop them, and I think the sequels, I understood what the sequels intended, where they were back to like being computer programs, like they were the hacking robots that went to go after them, and they are programs, so it feels odd like they would have like this own utopia and all that, or like lifestyles and all that. It felt odd to me, at least. Maybe I'm not the only one, but I feel like Tron Uprising was able to give them a little bit more of a life and all that. As I was trying to say, and didn't really say all too well, oh boy, is that the ISO element is very forgettable and can be very easily taken out of the script. Because it doesn't really serve any significance, because it's just them trying to leave, and it could ultimately, again, it could very much ultimately come down to that Clue just wants, oh, I can't remember, Sam Flynn's, code. Kevin, sorry, next. Sam is the kid. I deeply apologize for that. Sam Flynn, for those who don't know, was actually, Zero Jeff Bridges' character. My evidence that it's kind of insignificant is that, to put it politely, they don't make it a focal point in KH3DS, which is kind of disappointing. That was a lot of different things. I like that we were able to bring it back. I could have just done like KHDDD, because that would have a lot more D's and a lot more words in there. But it doesn't feel as prevalent to the narrative, to the movie, which I can completely understand it being taken out. And I do agree it is kind of odd, but it does allow for basically sequel bait and all that. And also a lot of people pointing this out a lot because he's grown a lot of popularity due to Oppenheimer is the fact that Dillinger is the son of Dillinger is played by Cillian Murphy, and he just like had nothing role in there. Even though apparently there was concept art about him coming back for Tron Ares. I don't know how true that is. I'm a bit worried if they do a fourth Tron movie, but maybe if they're able to connect it well together, it could work out. But you never know. Anyway, that did completely backfire as I got my whip. But yeah, and that whip is very odd, and I don't know what the intention of the whip was, again, because it feels like such a one cutscene thing. I get that it's like meant to hit them, like I'm going to show you right here, but they don't bring them to her, which is odd, or like, to my knowledge, there isn't a combo where that can basically lead to a trap of the character. Oddly enough, she has a lot of agility, which I really do like. One thing the female characters have in this game that the male characters don't have. And this move is basically the kill shot. It's odd that she has the identity disc. It feels really, really odd because, she doesn't throw it. Like, Sam at least throws and can charge it up. Quorra can't.
War is far from over.
And I do think that Sam has more, like, gameplay elements to him, because at least he can, like, use the life cycle, and his whole thing was, like, being like, oh yeah, I was good at the game in the arena at that moment. But anyhow. If I had to, yeah, I think Quorra is an okay character. There is an interesting concept with the character, but the series wasn't able to dive much into it. I don't know if Tron Uprising or Legacy ever got a sequel. I do love that whip move. I will admit that's really neat to see, like, what it can be used as, kind of like Spider-Man's web swing. I'm going to show you the shield, which is using the disc. I wish that would, like, absorb hits, and then you can just go, like, boom, and then release it like Black Panther. Oh boy, where you can, like, absorb the damage and throw it back at them, which would have been really neat. But anyhow, I mean, awesome. Whoop, duh. Okay, whoop. Okay, that did not go as planned, like, at all. Let's swing that around. Whoa, that almost hit us there. But we're gonna attack you there because we are here. Okay, I guess we should hit you guys over there because you're there. I don't mind the voice actor. She's doing the best she can. Like, she doesn't feel like she's trying to do Olivia Wilde impersonation or anything. But it is an interesting character. I think it's just because the art style of Tron was really cool that they were able to do these characters. It also feels real bad because there wasn't a Tron movie coming out, and it was a live action character that wasn't like Pirates of the Caribbean. Because Pirates of the Caribbean was big, so it made sense for them to do Pirates of the Caribbean. So it always felt odd, like they waited to do Tron. But Tron kind of works with the superhero motif and all that, so I can give it a little bit more up-to-date on that. If that makes sense. I'm gonna use my super here because we gotta deal with this big giant brute here. We slice and dice through you. I do like playing this one a little bit better than 2.0 because 2.0 was just so laggy when we were doing it, which is not a great sign. But anyway, I'm gonna hit the floor because we're here. Take that. We're gonna slice and dice through you. And yeah, we leveled up. Yeah, because she does want to see the sunrise. I'm gonna quickly upgrade her, and we're gonna do one more level up with the character because I'm looking at the time. We're at 11 minutes, and I'm just like, how far I want this video to be? It's like I want it to be a little longer. We have a bit more, but she does have healing abilities, where she can help heal her players. Actually, it's not like Tonto's ability, which I was really hoping it would be, but not really. I want to upgrade her melee if I can. So increase the amount of damage. She's definitely a melee character and character that can very much run away, which is okay, which is fine. Sorry, character overview for those who like to see. Do I want to increase the special move meter? Okay. No, I upgraded that. That would explain why I can't do it. That will increase the damage she does for, which is really nice because the ability is basically really strong attacks in the chain, which is very fine. But yeah, it's very odd to me at least that she has the whip. I do like that weird like whip ability move. Also, that was a total Black Widow type of landing there. But I do like the character. I do. I think the Tron character is really good. Just at the time when the character's coming out, like I think Sam Flynn, just because he has more of the Tron motifs than I think Quorra does in terms of character, is a little bit better. But as like an additional Tron character, it's definitely rather fine with that droid for sure. But yeah, I don't like her as much as Sam. I feel like Sam again did a lot more of the motifs for Tron, but again, for maybe if they were trying to make it like a Tron playset where Quorra was the secondary character, which I would have loved a Tron Legacy playset. Like they were definitely the hell to like whatever recent movie came out. I feel like they could have done a really cool Tron playset and like have like Tron himself, or like allow like Rinsler or Flu just to have the red Tron. I definitely think because they were experimenting with life effects characters, which are basically the Lycors of the series, that they could have done like a really cool Tron. Like, I don't like there's no sound there. But that's just because like we're overloading the system. But yeah, take take the kicks because they're there. Okay, but I do like the sound effect. The figure is very neat for those who don't know. I just think it's very misleading because they kind of promise her with a katana. She doesn't really have a katana. She has that weird blade, but it's like I don't remember really having that in the movie. It's like, and someone says, "Oh, it's probably been a while since you've seen the movie." Like I saw it like last year, which is more than I say for like other movies. And I have a really good retention span when it comes to movies, but I always say like the worst thing a movie can actually be is pretty forgettable. But yeah, I am happy this character was included. I know there's a lot, but since again it's another female character, which I think even more female characters in the game, and the female characters are able to have like faster movesets. Like so, I'm gonna do that because we're here. I'm also gonna use my super because now I can do more damage, which is very nice. I wish we could have like seen like exact amount of damage, but anyway, can't complain. That spin ability was actually pretty cool, and I like that the blade kept its little mark there, which feels very Tron. Definitely one of the cooler visuals in like Tron and Ares is when that one had its beam and Ares had to basically go through it. But yeah, she's not a horrible character by any means. Definitely interesting choice. Not a bad choice. But I would have loved to see like maybe someone out there doing like a better lit up version of the character where I'm gonna try and hit you if I can, which isn't quite working at all. Ow, it did not work out because we're stuck over here. Okay. And then we're gonna hit that, whoa, along there, and I somehow survive. I don't know why, really. That was stupid for several reasons. I like how it's like, oh yeah, you can change the difficulty. It's like, I just fell off. I guess I could do the whip ability to show off the really cool landing ability, but it's gonna kill me. It did not. I'm kind of surprised. I'm like hitting no enemies. There's a frost giant like right there. But I do love that effect when they hit her, when she hits an enemy, because they kind of like have the weird grid outline, which I really do like. So yeah, I think there's a lot of attention to this character and make her really cool. But again, just because like it doesn't really allow for like a ton of great moves. Like I love the little twirl that was I couldn't do it until like the enemies were gone. Take that dirt bot. Ow. Just take that. And we'll swing around, because why not? I guess we'll go up here, because we kind of have to, as we just zap you. Yeah. There we go. Go, 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 go. Okay, as you're right over there. Whoop. Okay, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll use our super because we have a charge. I thought we had a charge. I pressed it, so I'm like, well, why isn't it working? Because normally you can tell like there's a glow around Quorra there, but yeah. I don't know, I'm kind of happy if she wasn't a healer character, even though she is like an ISO. They kind of in a really stupid scene where like they took off her identity. Just look at her DNA there. Again, they don't explain the ISOs that great. But one thing I've always wanted to see, and one thing I really hope gets done, and I make this joke a lot, but if you like go on Reddit for movie ideas, a lot of people have the same ideas as you. Or I would love to see like a I want to get that ability. Actually no. I just scratched my nose for a second. I do apologize. Well, all that's upgraded. Okay, that would actually yield to knock enemies in the air. That could actually be a really cool ability. So let's try that ability, and then we'll go to the hall. I like how Matt Wood is just there. Okay. Okay. I am really excited to try that. Go. Oh, that's great. Okay, that was the ability I was missing in the character, and I'm happy they included it. Oh my goodness. So, oh man, that's just an awesome, that's an even cooler ability, because it can basically strap them. Like if Catwoman was in this game. Not the big ones. Oh, it can. Okay, good. Oh, ooh, that's an awesome ability. Okay, that moveset maybe made up for Quorra being the character. I don't like her as much as Sam Flynn, because again, I think Sam incorporated a lot more Tron, but it still works with it. I'm gonna go with the super because we're here. He doesn't want to register, but there we go. Okay. I wonder if the whip could do more there, but just because they were destroying all of them. I don't even think the super is activated because I tried the button, but nope, I'm not gonna let you do that. Knew you wouldn't. That's just how you are. Okay. And we'll just knock you around too, because why not? Ow. So we'll hit you down because we're here. Ow. That was a bit unneeded, but okay, ow. And we're gonna slow down on the ground because we're here, and we'll continue attacking, slicing, and dicing him. I know I said I would finish after the upgrade, but I feel like 19, it's not really 19 because I was recording a bit earlier, but I just was having so much fun with that ability, but I honestly think I should leave so then we can do the whole through showcase, even though all of the videos have been taken down due to the lost internet. Hi, Hulkbuster Iron Man. I'm very looking forward to looking at you again down the line. Sorry, but that was a very weird tangent way of saying, like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news about digital versus physical at the moment. I'm going to give you my quick 2 cents. Physical, because this game is, well, it was intended to share because the servers are down. You cannot access the videos to preview a character, which is really how they wouldn't include that. Because, like, Skylanders was able to include that. And also, due to the lack of being able to download the updates, especially for the Wii U version. I'm explaining you can't unlock Kingdom Key, which is very disappointing. And you can't really access the stuff. So that's my 2 cents on the situation, but thank goodness for the internet. So I'm really happy you were able to look at Quorra today. Plan is tomorrow to look at another character. Don't know quite who yet because I'm currently in the middle of moving, so it comes down to like who I find, but I have to worry about another particular video down the line. So yeah, we're gonna show you the video clip for Quorra. It was odd that she didn't show up. Sorry, I remember her being next to Sam. Yeah, how that she didn't show up there, but okay. There's the statue looking all like her. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to make this quick tangent. Actually, no, I'm going to say that for a later video, but yeah, the Quorra statue. So let's read about her profile here. Quorra, last of the Isas with the light baton and a light cable. Okay, so because we can't do the video anymore, here's this video. We'll see you guys later. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.